Well, hi again for Post-Newsweek Cable Sports. This is Dick Griffin along with our player of the game, Chris Guptill. And Chris, hey, it was kind of hard to select a player of the game because you had so many guys that contributed to this come-from-behind win.
Yeah, Otis had the 2 free throws to put us ahead. Jay Leslie had a couple too. They were a lot. I think the guards were the key in the game. They brought the ball up in the pressure.
The Great Leslie. We call him the Great Leslie from the old movie, The Great Race. Hey, he comes off the bench and sort of a quiet kid. He's not really flamboyant, but he sure gets a lot done, doesn't he?
Yeah, at the start of the season, he was riding the bench most of the game, and in the Oakdale tournament, he really came on for us, scored a lot of points and had a lot of assists.
How about Brad Zwalen? We noticed today he really impressed me with his ability to handle a ball. He broke that press just brilliantly and got some key rebounds.
Yeah, he's tough on the boards for a guard. I think he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. And he's pretty good ball handler. He can help us out when Otis can't do it.
11 points. You weren't the top scorer. You had the key rebounds. You got some good free throws. You played tough defense. You knew that Downey was going to be fast. So what was your game plan tonight?
Well, we stressed all week, tough defense. We worked on it almost the whole practice, tough defense, because we played these guys in Oakdale, and it's not the same team tonight. They were a lot better than Oakdale, and the defense really helped out.
You're just coming off a loss at Turlock. That was kind of tough. Ladine, or how do you, Ladine, just 25 points. I know you didn't want any one person to burn you like that tonight, did you?
No, there was a total team defensive effort. All the guys did real good, earning at the last shot block there. It really helped out a lot.
You had a tough job. One thing was Jimmy Ellswick. Yeah. I mean, there was one point in the fourth quarter where he got the ball. It wasn't in his hands a second, and he fired it over Lopez and got that three-pointer. How do you play against a guy like that?
I don't know. Ernie was in his face most of the game, but he's a good shooter, excellent shooter, and he just canned them. I didn't think any of them were going in. He's got such a high arch, but he just canned them on us.
And both teams are in such good shape. I know you're, shall I say, sweating profusely, but do you get tired out there at any time during the game, Chris?
Not really. I think the emotion and the adrenaline's flowing from the crowd going, and I don't really get tired. Sometimes I get fatigued from playing like against Robus out at midcourt, but after that, once we calm down and have a free throw or something.
You mentioned the crowd. At first, the Blue Crew, they got a great rooting section here at Downey. They're chanting, they're yelling, they're getting their kids going and yelling at you on the free throw line. Then pretty soon your guys got into it too. Do you really hear that? I mean, does it really have any effect on you?
Well, at the line, I try and block it all out. Everyone does, but it does sometimes have an effect. I missed one because of the crowd, I think. I put a little too much on it, but it helped to get our crowd going, actually, because we haven't had much of a rooting section, but tonight it was great. It was almost as good as theirs.
That's right. Now, you came into the game 1-3 in league. This is a big win for you guys. What does this do for you as a team? How's it going to affect you starting next week?
Well, it's going to help us out because we kind of didn't want to get 4 losses in the first round, otherwise we'd be out of the playoffs. So it's going to help us get pumped up, maybe get a string of wins going.
Well, we hope so too. And it's kind of tough. I know you must feel for Downey. This is their 3rd game in a row where they have been leading most of the game, and then in the last seconds, in this case, what was it, about 17 seconds or something like that, you scored clutch free throws. You as a player certainly must feel for them too.
Yeah, they've had it tough. They lost to Bayer over at their place, but they beat Merced earlier, so.
Right. It's a hectic upsy-downsy league this year. Well, we know you want to get in the locker room. Again, our congratulations. We got some gifts for you right now, some socks from Valley Sporting Goods and some Pepsi-Cola. And we also have a $10 gift certificate from you from the Modesto Baseball Cards, meal from Garcia JoJo's, and a meal from Bob's Sandwich Shop. So from us, our very hearty congratulations, Chris, and good luck the rest of the season. Okay. Oh, well, Steve Russo, my old bud, we're looking at the scoreboard. Another 2-point loss for the Downey Knights. An outstanding basketball game, thrills galore, great ball playing. What more can you ask for out of high school basketball?
For Downey, the last 3 games, 4 points total for the losses, and it's just unbelievable. They played their hearts out, and they've been, just come up empty the last 3 games. Let's give credit to Davis. They wanted Dick at the foul, besides a lot of gutsy play. They won the ball game at the foul line. They were 23 for 27. And if a game ever fit your rule of 7 out of 10 games are won at the free throw line, this one was it. 23 points of their 53 points were scored at the foul line. So wow, you know.
In fact, our first 3 CCC games this year have been won at the free throw line, coming by 1 point, 2 points, and now again the 2-point game here. And Steve, of course, Chris Guptill, very deserving, but Jimmy Ellswick just was a demon possessed tonight. Let's face it, he did an outstanding job for Downey, as Downey led throughout most of the game. Davis came up and then grabbed a 1-point lead at half. Then Downey took it over again, and it was Davis down the final stretch over the last couple of minutes.
The Davis win wipes out a beautiful night by Jimmy Ellswick. 22 points he had, including 5 3-pointers, and I mean he was really lighting them up. Trevor Rush had 10 for Downey, Gaskell had 10, Robles had 4, Herr had 3, and Duran had 2. Downey was only 4 for 10 from the line. So, you know, again, pointing out that free throw difference tonight is just
astronomical. 19-point difference at the free throw line. And for those of our viewers who are taping this will be a great game for you to go back and just run over some of those plays that, you know, could have gone either way, some people say. And we had some pretty good angles on that because of our camera work. And again, congratulations for that. But Steve, what else do we have there for our wrap-up?
Well, Davis scoring was led by Otis Dunn, 14 points, including the 2 clutch free throws at the end of the ball game to win it. Your guest star, Chris Guptill, our player of the game, had 11. Ewert had 8. Hanberger had 7. Lopez had 7. And Zwalen had 6. So that pretty much wraps it up, Dick.
And the big kid, Ewert, came in and looked very, very good coming off the bench for Coach Dennis Franz.
For the short time he played, he did a great job.
Very effective.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so for Post Newsweek Cable, our producer,
Mike Campbell.
Mike Campbell, that's right, Mike
and
Campbell.
Our cameraman, Jim Brockway.
Mike is rarely here so often. And my friend Steve Russo and myself, Dick Griffin. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next time.